So, welcome to life and welcome to yourself. That's what it is essentially. So, before I start to inaugurate this meeting, I will sing one stotram, Hari stotram. Hari represents that which takes away. Ha is the prana, the energy. Ra is the fire. Hari, this is how we mention or explain cosmos, and why they call God Hari, because it takes away everything, means it moves on. So it is about this which is moving, this which is going on, and whole process of this is how to come to this. In Advaita philosophy, there is a question, who am I? So in devotion, in bhakti, the question you should ask is, what is this? Not that there is any answer, that what is this? So you pierce through your information and just feel this, and that is connecting with the entity which every religion and every seeker is looking for, right in front of your eyes, that which is going on. So Hari Stotram. It says that which is taking care of the whole cosmos. Circular movement, present, favorable to its devotees, deathless, always here. जगज्जातपालं जलकण्ठमालं शरच्चन्द्रभालं महादेव्यकालम् जगज्जातपालं जलकण्ठमालं शरच्चन्द्रभालं महादेव्यकालम् नभो नीलकायं दुरावारमायं सुपद्मासहायं भजे भजे हम भजे हम कृतं नायगानं खगार्षयानं विमुक्तेर्निदानं हरारातिमानं स्वभक्तानुकूलं जगत्वृक्षमूलं निरस्तार्धशूलं भजेऽहं भजेऽहम् Samastamresham Tire Vabhukesham Jagadaibalesham Hrudakashukesham Sada Devyadeham Vimuktakhileham Suvakuntageham Bhajeham Bhajeham Surali Balishtham Triloki Varishtham Gurunam Garishtham Swarupakanishtham Sadayudhidhiram Mahavir Viram Mahambodhitiram Bhajeham Bhajeham Ramavam Bhagam Talanagranagam Kratadhina Yagam Kataragaragam Munindra Sugetam Surarha Sampritam Gunodharatitam Bhajeham Bhajeham Jagatjadpalam Jalakantamalam Sharachandrabalam Mahadatyakalam Nabho Nidakayam Duravaaramayam Supadmasahayam Bhajeham 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 Bhajeham. So it's interesting that in Sanatan in India, we call this Hari, that which moves. It is addressed as a friend. Interestingly, that movement in Buddhism, Buddha called it change. It is more technical and sterile philosophy, that it is constantly changing. And perhaps there was a reaction from Buddha because of the personalization of the cosmos created so many rituals and ways to address it that it became very confusing. So Buddha made it very simple. Just emptiness. This constant change, to stay with the change, not to identify with form. But the whole point gets lost when it becomes very technical. The connection with life, even with yourself, is lost. Because you start to look upon yourself as some technicality. In India, we made sun a living being, not made, it is a living being, because right now what we are, it's the sun's energy only. You think it's a sunlight out there, volcanoes exploding? No, it is our movements. Each particle of sun is intelligent enough to give birth to a whole earth. All the movements which are happening on earth, from insects to your digestion to your talk, that's what we call the Surya Lok. The world of the sun, there are three worlds of the sun. One is the physical, which you see, like the body of it. Then there is a heat of it. Then there is a light of it. Light is the wisdom aspect. It's a wonderful feeling because sun is also called Om. The sound of Om is radiated from the sun. If you start to look at the sunlight as a sound, your whole vision will change about life. Because light is essentially a sound. All the sounds you are listening right now, mine and traffic and everything, your furniture and everything, fridge and this and that, it's all sun's energy. People are taking psychedelics to feel that. But if you use your intelligence enough presence enough, you notice how people's moods change when it's cloudy. You don't even realize that how your whole perspective changes when it's cloudy. When sun is there, so one of the very important aspects of breakthrough in your life is when you start to feel it's not you who is talking or doing or breathing, it's the sun. Sun is called the creator, the sustainer, and the destroyer. Through sun, we came to know these three qualities of the cosmos: Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Sun gives birth, isn't it? It sprouts new seeds. Then it sustains them. Then it destroys them also. So, is sun good or evil? And similarly, within you, your presence, your being is also Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Each thought, each emotion, each action, any relation which comes, you give birth to it, it manifests itself, and that's where we commit the mistake. We want it to be permanent. It's not in your nature. You have to see the depth of it also. If there is any liberation, it is a liberation from the desire. There is no other liberation. Freed from life? No. Freed from your desire, because your desire is running your thoughts. Then people ask me, how then I'll manage my life? You don't need desire to run your life. You need desire to fuck up your life. And that's what happens. Because your desire is in contradiction. When we desire from life, we're instructing life what to do. You see the nerve which we have, a thing which is running the cosmos, we're telling it, give me this and this, and I will give you so many mantras as a payment. So you are instructing life. No wonder people are instructing you back. That is the karma. If you feel people are interfering into your life, notice how you are interfering into your energy, your mind. That is what black magic is. What I call this whole movement is realization of life. It is beyond liberation, beyond materiality. You have to realize the life. That's why I said in the beginning, what is this? You know only the words about life. It is Brahma, it is this, it is accidental, but you never actually felt the feel of life. This which is going on, this Om buzz of the sun which is vibrating, the center of the mandala around which your life is dancing, circling around and round. And that is the secret. If your mind is in chaos, that is the nature of Shakti, it will move. But once you become centered, not trying to stop, into the middle of your mind and just be present, the same chaos start to dance around you. That's what they mean, that Shakti is dancing around Shiva. As soon as a center comes into you, all your energies, your mind, your body, they start to organize. But you think you are a thought. Hence, you become different identities with different thoughts. So there is no center. Otherwise, without you, no thought is possible, no body movement is possible, no anything is possible, because there is always one sound which becomes many, many melodies. Before you get into this whole process, you have to have one key attitude which nobody tells you and mentions to you. And that is the most important point. Because there are so many philosophies. What's the point of life? Why this is happening? Why that is happening? Why at all this life? Krishna, when he talked about Leela, the whole point of this cosmos is celebration of your life, celebration of you existing here, celebration of your forms, celebration of your action. If you look at our culture, anybody who has defined our culture are the people who have celebrated life. Artists, scientists, painters. That's how we define our culture. Others just came, ate, fucked, shat, and died. You see, you have a great obligation for the sun's celebration to become creative into you. Not only you eat food, when you are eating food, you are taking in the celebration energy of the sun into you, which becomes your power, your prana. And what you do with it? Spend it into your mind fucks, desires, and everything. This is the only thing you owe. If you can understand just this one thing, that this energy you are getting is a celebration and you have to give out a celebration. That's where cosmos becomes aware of you. Krishna knows you now because you are doing what it is doing. But what about us? We are fucking serious about everything. When I will get my liberation, why this is happening, why that is happening. Nothing is happening because the moment you are saying it, why it is happening, it is already gone into the nothingness. It won't come again. And all the sufferings are repetition of thoughts of the past. That's how you are creator. You are taking the sun's energy, singing a song, dancing a dance. That is the greatest worship or payback to life. Yes, I need energy for my survival, but this energy is supposed to celebrate. Out of that comes love. Out of that comes creativity. Newton didn't think about it. He was relaxed and he saw apple and he understood. And if you look at all the genius people, they are very playful. They know things happen when you are relaxed, when you are flowing, when you are in state of juice. In India, we think that Krishna played flute in his childhood. Then he went to his guru's ashram, then he became a king, then he did a politics, then he played many political games also, and then he created greatest world war. But as I understand Krishna, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but it makes more sense to me that Krishna never did any of that. He did not speak Gita, he did not play politics. What he did was all his life only played flute. For him, politics is also like playing flute. Running a kingdom is also like play flute. Because in the last day of his life, when he is lying in the forest playing his flute, he was shot into his foot and that's how he died. You understand the point that once your actions become a play with life, that's where Shakti reveals its secrets to you. Your life reveals its secrets to you. You cannot go there like rapists, read few books and say, what does this mean and what does that mean? It means this, I open chakras and all that. No. First you have to acknowledge the song which is going on. Krishna is also called maha yogi. I was just this morning taking a walk by Ganga Ji and I came to understand why he's called maha yogi. It's really amazing, mind-blowing to think about it. You see, a yogi is someone in the noise of the world who becomes quiet and still, right? That is one yogi, the Buddha type. Do anything you want and he is still, immovable. Where is the maha yoga? When there is a noise and chaos, you do not stop playing your song. That is maha yoga. No matter what is going on, your song continues. You see, as soon as noise comes, you get noisy. Why? This is happening. What is going on? Yoga is to become quiet. That is the first step. Then the second step is maha yoga. Now, does not matter, you never forget the juice of being here. You're always singing a song. Even when you're fighting a battle, it's a song for you. That is the climax of a samurai who starts to dance. He doesn't fight with the sword. So, realization of life is the path of a maha yogi. Tantra came bit close to it. Tantra says, can you wake up while having sex and not get lost into it? That is maha yoga. You don't say no to anything, but nothing should be able to distract you. Because if you have left something, you're always living in fear. Many yogis talk about, oh, I get dirty thoughts. What is dirty? Seriously, you're having thoughts of sex. What is so dirty about it? It's a very creative, beautiful process because you have repressed it. Now it's haunting you. In Maha Yoga, everything is welcome. You look at it because you know as a good news that it will pass and new form will arise. So no point in holding on to in your life to any event. What is the suffering of everybody? They are constantly trying to maintain a certain happiness. They say this should be permanent. And the whole design of life is constant movement. And our thoughts slows down things for us because of names. They make them solid. There is a cup, there is a table, there is this. But once you are in silent state, there you see everything is a movement of energy. So it's important to remember the aspect of celebration into your life. As soon as something comes, something happens, celebrate it, say thank you, and let it go forever. I tell you from personal experience, in the beginning when I used to have insights about spirituality and about myself, I would write them ferociously as, oh my God, this is something breakthrough. I can kind of do a whole workshop on it. But then you realize every day you have a new realization because it is so infinite. You cannot keep on writing about it because then you want to repeat it. And next time, new insight will shatter everything you have known and it will show something else. And you say, ha. So that's where the Guru Nanak says that, Ham bisam bhai mukh lage, hamara man mohayo Guru Mohan. He said that I am thunderstruck and wonderstruck. As soon as I came face to face with the divine, my mind, my heart is lured by beautiful Guru. Beauty is the key. Till you do not start to see the beauty of you, beauty of life, you have not really understood life. You have not really acknowledged life. You have not really said to life with gratitude, thank you. This is so beautiful. And do you think such a person will say, please give me liberation? You'll get a slap on your face. Darling, you're so beautiful, but free me from yours. Which woman will like? You will say, absorb me into you. There are not many lives. There are not many past lives and karmas. There is only this moment going on. A beautiful moment, so beautiful and vast that it blows scientists' mind. It blows all our philosophies. We wonder what is time, what is gravity and this and that. But it is all happening in consciousness. It's all a field of consciousness. Everything is going on and nothing is going on. I move this hand. You think I am moving this hand? This is not my movement. This is Om Hanumate Rudra Avataraya Vishvarupaya. The movements of your breaths, of your actions are the cosmic movements which you are translating as my movement. The day you understand this, that everything you are doing is essentially a cosmic movement, that's what Hanuman is. The Ramadut, the messenger of Ram, means all this is happening around us, the movements, they are the movement of Shiva, the Ram, the Shakti. And we see it as a bitch of our life. My body is my bitch. No, it is a cosmic Shakti blessing you. You know what you are really in true sense, what we call ego and all that? You are the ghosts haunting your bodies. You are the ghosts of past thoughts. I am this, my name is this, my parents are this, somebody gave me trauma, I am using it as a currency to tell people, you see, trauma happened to me. These are the ghosts. And if you are haunted by ghosts, remember that ghost attracts ghosts. That's why they say all the ghosts are afraid of Hanuman. Why they are afraid of Hanuman? Because ghost is a shadow. And Hanuman, the present, is pure energy and light. You think shadow would like to come to the light? It will hide because shadow can maintain its existence only in shadow. As soon as the light is there, it burns. Well, how this life appears to us is as the movement. This movement is what we call Kali. Kali is the electric current of the cosmos. You see so many apps, bulbs, fridges, internet and all. That is various gods and goddesses. But what is the core of everything is Kali, the electric current. Similarly, your electricity, which is vibrating through your body, through the sun, there it has no forms. It is pure, ferocious cosmic force, which is forming everything. So this Kali has negative and positive, two energies which are forming. Kali has two electric currents like electricity, negative and positive. In our life, it is like out breath is positive, in breath is negative. And everything else you see in your life, arising of the things and ending of the things, negative and positive. Death is the negative, birth is the positive. But life doesn't die. Life is this movement of fire and water, two opposites. Fire is rising upwards, water is moving deeper and downwards. Remember these two very important energies to understand, because this is where the whole spiritual system, esoteric system, all mantra system is essentially based on. How to first activate your fire from the iced state of your energy, and how to learn to relax like water, not to become frigid like ice. So that's where the word which we call the greatest mantra after Om in India is Ram. So here your Shakti touches the Shiva up there when you say Ra. Fire is created. Ra. Ah is the present moment. After Ah appears, Ram. So Ra is the death, fire is the death. And you settle water, it's the birth of the next movement. But why we are dying? Because we are not taking birth with actions. We keep on being fire, fire, Ra, 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 Ra. Listen to me, I'm talking, listen to me, I'm talking. If you learn to become silent, you start to conserve energy and new creativities come out of you. But your old mind says, let me repeat what happened yesterday. You don't let it die. That's what is killing the marriages and relations. You are no more the same as you met me. Of course, I am a growing tree. I will have new branches and leaf. Why I have to prune and cut my branches for any job, any relation, anything? And that is the criterion for good friendship, a friendship or a relation which acknowledges and accommodates your changes. not cut them and say that, don't do like this. It's not comfortable for me. So that's why when we say chant Ram, in China it is called yin and yang. And Christians made it a bit too much, Adam and Eve. And when they come together, they form new life. So when your tongue touches the roof of the mouth, that's what creates a prana, energy. And you throw it out into thoughts, but when you say Ram, it's contained and circulated. That's why chanting works, because your mind becomes just a generator of present energy. Ram, means present. Ram means this present moment. As I said, Hari, this which is moving. So it's not some Ayodhya Ram, because Ram name existed before Ayodhya Ram came, the Ramayana Ram came. Ram means this. Ram is the second name for the Om. Om is a pure energy without any forms. Ram is the name for the sun. So Ra is the fire manifestation of Om. So when you say Ram, 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 you start to tune with the present sound of you, not some God out there, vibrating with the present sound. And once you start to feel your present sound, you will start to notice that the energy of sound is cosmic. It's essentially the big Om is constantly making a sound, the energy out of which our actions come out and form. And you think, I created it. But actually this Om only creating and forming. That's why Krishna says to Arjun, don't become a doer. You are not fighting the battle. It is a play which Om is playing, which I am playing. We are like, bad audience. We go to watch a movie, then start to complain to the director why there is a tragedy here. Baba, that is entertainment. Otherwise, everything is nice. Female and male actor are just sitting there enjoying and loving each other for 3 hours. You will say, fuck this. I don't want this. So you see, that's where Hinduism, Sanatan figured out it's a play. Otherwise, how you will define evil? If everything is that one divine, that's where the discomfort is happening to Christianity and other religions. They do not know where to put the evil. They make him something different from God. As if God is weaker than him, he let evil fuck with his people and punishes us for following the evil. God, seriously, I have no idea. I can't handle my thoughts. You say handle the devil. And for what? Go to a church, ask another idiot who just knows few philosophies only, and he tells you that, do this, do that. And this is happening everywhere. Even in Hinduism, it's like that. If you don't do this, that God will punish you. These planets will fuck you up. Nothing is fucking you up. Everything is part of you. But depends on how you take it. They say if you're chanting Ram, for example, no ill effect of planets will happen to you. Why? Because now you're not seeing yourself as separate. In chanting Ram, you are becoming the cosmos. And how your own planets are going to harm you. Intimacy with the life means this is you, this is your home, this breath, this people, this earth, this is your friend. One of the names for sun, for Hanuman as well, is Maitreya, a friend. Only friend you got is your breath, your prana. Everybody comes and goes, every lover, every parent. Sometimes they're angels, sometimes they're bitches and bastards, but essentially what always stays with you is your prana. And once you make a deep attachment with prana as your true identity, movement as you, not the psychology as you, that is the first breakthrough in your life. Then you do not define yourself by thoughts of others or thoughts of yourself. You define yourself, I am the present electric movement of the cosmos. This is life realization. Then you tell me that you want to be liberated or you want to dance more. One devotee worshipped Shiva, and Shiva appeared after sadhana, and he asked the devotee that, what do you want? He said, nothing, Bhagavan, you are in front of me, this is enough. He said, no, but you have to ask something, because otherwise it's pointless, Then you both will be looking here and there, that okay, you wanted me, here I am, now you're looking. So better start some drama, no? Because even God also knows that it's a play, but you have to continue the script in some way. People come to, sometimes it happens with me that, so you want to meet me by, just I want to sit at your feet. Oh, seriously, man, come on, let's have some dialogue, some conversation, dig up some interesting subjects to talk about. That movement and dialogue is the divine. So he said, okay, Bhagwan, show me what you like most. Show me what is dear to you. So Shiva took him to Krishna. Krishna is the one who danced his life. That's how we show Nataraj. Yogis, nobody talks about it. Any Shaivik movement will not show Shiva dancing. They will show him sitting in samadhi, closed eyes. This is a wrong message. Shiva is the Nataraj. Everything you are saying is this dancer dancing. That's why you are appearing. And you are sitting still, trying to get liberated from the dance. You are really a ghost. Because best way to dissolve is to get dissolved into the action. You lose your identity and you become the movement of the cosmos. That is the moments of ecstasy. Why you think you like sex? Because woman is hot or man is sexy? No. In the moment of sex, close to orgasm, you become pure energy. Your egos are forgotten. You become one with the cosmic vibe of now. That's why we're attracted towards it. It's not ideas, it's we long to become the energy, the vibration of life again. Look at anything, from drugs to danger games, everything. People are longing to get out of the box of their ego. What happens in fear when you're jumping off a parachute? You are going, ah! Are you thinking what I'm going to have chai after I land? How I'm going to get my tickets? All is gone. You are going, ah! And in that moment, you experience pure present moment. And that is the only addiction we have. That is the true addiction. Get addicted to being here. People say, Satya Ji, how to be in present? I can't comprehend it. You see, you don't comprehend things like love. You dissolve into it. It's not a technique. It's your state of being. Only present moment you cannot come to. This is a very wrong idea which happens with modern movements of be in the present. You think it as if you are going to do some action to be in the present. Actually, present is your state of being, your nature. What you have to do is stop going here and there. You don't have to come to the present. Stop going here and there and voila, I am always in present. Once it is understood, then it's never forgotten. That is the state of self-realization or life realization. That you are always a presence and an energy. So cosmos is enjoying itself. And we are figuring out what does it mean. Even God doesn't know what it means. Even when Arjuna asked Krishna, you spoke Gita to me when we were in battlefield. Can you tell me again? He said, I have no idea what I said. I was in the zone in that moment. Even God doesn't know what it said yesterday. Because each moment, in response to your new moments, if you trust, your energy will respond to the new. And that's where the trust really means, not some entity But this energy, this breath which is moving inside you is the cosmic movement. And only thing you ever had to deal with and ever will have to deal with will be just this moment. The rest is just ideas. What I will do if I do this, what I will do if I do that. If you become expert of present, whatsoever appears in front of you, you deal with it, you have managed your whole life. You understand what I am saying? Because all you are ever dealing is present moment. You are never dealing with anything else. Even mind fuck happens in the present. And moment you realize this is the present, this is the mind fuck loses its fucking power. It becomes something, just a shadow, because you come into the present. But you take a journey with the mind fuck. Oh, in the future, world will come to an end, aliens will come, oh, market is going down. Or in the past, why that happened. It's all not true. Only truth is the song which is on now. So from there, we come to this present form of the cosmos, what you see around, your mind, your emotions and every thought, is called Ganesha. Ganesha means manifested aspect of Om. Om Vakratund. Vakratund means Om Vakratund Mahakaya Surya Koti Samprabha Nirvighnam Kurumedev Sarvkareshu Sarvada. Vakratund means a uneven, contorted form. It's not a perfect form. Imperfection implies creativity. Once you make a perfect circle, there is no creativity. So Vakratund Mahakaya means great body. Surya Koti, radiance of millions and millions of suns. Samprabha, the light. Nirvighnam, and this movement of Om, this life, is uninterrupted. It doesn't wait for you, it goes on. Kurumedev Sarvkareshu Sarvada. Uninterruptedly, it keeps on moving the earth, moving the sun, moving our body, moving our breath. And chanting the Ganesh is the first practice you will do, because you have to break those blockages where you have stopped in your life. Any pain happens, you freeze. Any trauma happens, any desire doesn't happen, you freeze, you stop. And you wonder why you feel disassociated with life, why you don't feel flow and rhythm, because you are living in the past as a ghost. Your body also follows that past, because you are the commander. And a mind which lives lots in the past and complains and all that, that body starts to fall sick, because sun starts to destroy that which is old. So Nirvighnam, Ganesh mantra, for example, removes your blockages from the energy system. That's why in India, first you address Ganesha. You chant Ganesha, because to do any process, you have to connect with the total form of the cosmos and remember it, that this is the Ganesha, the whole form. All the information you know, galaxies, you, your body, cultures, countries, earth, sun, it's all one. Om. So before doing anything, you first take its permission that I am going to fuck around with your system. Please give me permission. That's essentially what it is. You don't take permission from the life which already exists and you start to prod around and to change things. Of course, things don't happen your way. You have to make a proposal, not desire, a proposal to life. Proposal is more like an aesthetic thing. Desire is like bratty thing. No, I want this, or I'll kill myself. Always desire something which brings you more clarity about life, then life immediately will fulfill it. Don't ask, give me this. Ask that, make me understand this. I want to appreciate this life. And such wishes are fulfilled like this. If you want to manifest a Ferrari or a car or a bungalow, that is very idiotic. So always make a proposal to life. Ask for things which will expand you, not bring you a dead end. People want to have a beautiful wife or a husband and a job. That is a dead end. After you have it, you will look here and there, now what to do. This is what happens to most of the people. Why they feel frustrated? Because they did not ask for a garden. They asked for a fridge full of fruits. Once you have eaten the fruits, now it's cold in there. But when you ask for a garden, every year there are new fruits coming. So our fear is of the new. We do not want the new. We are comfortable with the old. So I am just reminding you of all the essential psychic and energetic blockages which we are carrying. Then you will be able to understand this process. So the most important part is that strive to have a first-hand experience of life. Because people approach spirituality with lots of ideas in their heads, reading various books from various gurus and cultures and paths. That sweet is discussed so much, we forget to taste it. We know all the philosophies of sweet, whereas sweet, when tasted, then you forget all the philosophies. That's what all the real gurus will say, that scriptures are bullshit. Because they form a mental world and you start to chase that mental world. That's where you go wrong with spirituality. If you want to experience the spiritual, feel your body sitting, feel your breath, feel yourself in the room you are. That is the spiritual. This is the spiritual.
Ramachandra Kripalu Bhaj Man Haran Bhav Bhaya